A very good evening to all the viewers. My name is Rain, founder of Forex Academy Private Limited. So right now is the part 2 of the walking through the usage of MT4. Alright, so for trend line itself over here, so some traders you might prefer to actually draw trend lines in your trading. To do your analysis, you can shift from time frame to time frame to do your analysis itself. Let's say just a very quick one. You want to draw a trend line on this downward movement. Okay, so you just link the first point to the second point. All right, maybe you want to try to do something like this. Okay, so to some traders, you might prefer to have a ray for it to extend the trend line itself on your side. Okay, so what you can do, you can actually, once you have activated the ray, it will always be there. Alright, as you can see, it will always be there. So how to on and off the ray, just double click it. Once you see there's a small square over here, right click, go to trend line properties, check and uncheck rays. Okay, so some trader prefer with rays, some trader prefer to keep their chart really clean. So they might want to off the ray and do trend line plotting their way. Alright, so this is one of the way to play with trend line. Okay, and of course not forgetting there is this vertical bar over here. Sometimes some traders might want to segment the movement itself. Sorry. Okay, so they might want to say, oh, I want to say something about this portion itself. They can use text or they can use label. So what are the difference between text and label? Text, okay, this is text, stays with okay, so in short, the text will stays at the location you actually pull it. Okay, so let's say I shift it over here. Okay, and when I shift the chart, it just moves together with the chart. Label, on the other hand, does not stay. You just or rather it stays at the background. Okay, stays at background with the background. Alright, so let's say I place it over here, double click it. Alright, when I move it, the label will always stay at this portion, and it's definitely a good practice to on the auto scroll. Okay, and to shift the chart back to the border, because sometimes while you are looking at some trend and you forget that, oh, you have actually shifted the chart. So sometimes you come back from a tea break, you might forget that you have shifted the chart. You may say, oh, there is a trading opportunity, I'm going to short. Then you do F9, okay, go in and sell the market directly, and later on you actually realize that the market has already went down for quite a far bit. It might not be your intention, but once you click it, a trade is a trade. So if you engage a wrong trade by accident, okay, clicking wrong analysis, looking at the wrong chart, you did not on the auto shift, so it never went to the latest portion of the chart itself, what do? You just close the trade. Alright, so don't hope for things to happen, just close it. This is a very good practice for you to do so. As you can see, there is a data window over here. You want to have data window, just click Ctrl D, market window, Ctrl M. Alright, and Ctrl N is your network. Alright, and Ctrl N and Ctrl N and Ctrl N is your navigator, where you can drag and put your indicator on the chart itself. Okay, so maybe I just drag a RSI. Alright, so once it's done, I can just put it inside. So there'll be at times that you see that, oh, there are so many indicators around. Oh, okay, a really cool trick. You have a very small monitor, let's say, and let's say you have different indicator to put it in. Let me see. Let's say you have a very small monitor, you want to put one more indicator in, and you don't want to open one more this you can actually insert indicator over here. However, if you choose not to have this effect itself, okay, to have multiple screen and end up your chart get crunched up, you can't actually analyze properly. Alright, so right click it, you can close the indicator chart itself, delete indicator, and you go to stochastic on the navigator side. Okay, click and drag all the way over here, release, do your settings, and click OK. But one thing you have to take note that you have to remember which is your RSI, which is your stochastic. Alright, because sometimes it can be too overwhelming, too many things over here, you might end up be confused as well. Okay, the trick is to keep your chart as neat, as simple as it is. The rest of the symbol itself is quite self-explanatory. Okay, you can just draw it, double click it, you can move it, you can adjust the size, you can even delete it. Alright, so for triangle, some of you love to draw triangle. Let's say you want to draw triangle, you can click, you see there's a number over here, 1. Okay, so when I click once, over here is 1, and let's say I click second time is 2, and let's say over here is 3. So this is a triangle itself. So for some trader, you might want to some trader prefer actually to use a triangle to do the analysis. Is up to you. Alright, so what else I can go through? That's basically about most of things that you need to know about MT4 itself. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so play around with it, and of course the pending order itself, you can buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. These are pending orders. Buy limit are setting pending orders below current market price. Buy stop is setting pending orders above current market price. Sell limit is to set pending orders above current market price, and sell stop is to set pending order below current market price. Alright, for this you have to remember by heart. If you place it wrongly, let me just show you a wrong placement. If I want to do a buy order at 1.0875, I should choose a buy limit. Alright, so if I choose a buy stop, you will receive a error message. It should be invalid TP or SL. Okay, invalid SL or TP. Alright, so when you see this itself, if you are very certain you're going to do a pending buy order, you just can't remember is buy limit or buy stop, you just choose the other party and you'll get it in. Alright, so long the trade is not being triggered, you can just edit it as much as you do, as much as frequent as you like to. You can even the trade itself, doesn't cost you any money, but once the trade is being executed, if you choose to exit it, you will be realizing the profit or loss. Alright, so if you accidentally close the terminal, just click Ctrl T. Don't get nervous about it. And of course you can set alert level. So how does alert level look like? Just click, let's say you want to be notified when you hit 1.0877, right click, go to trading, set alert. So it'll be over here, limit 5 is the default, and once it start to beep, it will sound something like this. Alright, so you have to test the alert is sounding off. Sometimes your sound card have issues, sometimes you forgot to on your speaker when you hit the price, it start ringing, but because it's on silent mode or your sound card is not working, you won't get any notification. So why set alert rather than pending orders, buy limit? Some traders would just prefer to only analyze when the price came down and retest this level. They want to see some structure, they want to see some candle formation before a confirmation before they engage the trade. Alright, so it is solely your preference. Whichever your preference are, stick with it. Alright, and let's say you have drawn too many lines and you want to remove the lines. There are two ways to go about it. If you have managed to save the template, you can just go to template and choose a template name that you have saved, or you can just go to Control I is to delete any indicators, okay, that you like to remove. Control B for Bravo, is to delete away the lines that you have set. So as you can see, there are different lines and there are different numbers. You can actually add a description. Perhaps you want to do like major resistance is at this level, okay, or perhaps this you want to put it as major support. And of course, when you plot the line by doing this, it's easier, so at least you know what are the levels you're looking at. Alright, so if you want to clear everything, you can click list all. List all is to make sure everything is there. Control A and you click delete, everything is gone. Okay, so for those of you, when you save template, there is a way to ensure that all the charts when you open up is the same template. My recommendation is that save this under a name to make sure that the chart is as clean as possible. You might not want to have any lines on it. My recommendation is not to even have indicators on it, because sometimes you have too many indicators, it's cluttered the chart, you have a wrong analysis. Alright, the trick to it is save template name as default, DEFAULT. So once you save it as default, you can ignore the extension itself. Once you click save, you can replace it, well, and you open any new chart, you'll look exactly the same, so you no need to go through the hassle of doing the adjustment one after another. However, it is only tied down to laptop or computer, one device each, in short. Alright, so if you have another device at home, you might need to do it all over again for just one time, and once the template is saved, okay, it will be there. Alright, so that's the quick run through of MT4. If there's anything else I want to add, I will be adding on the part 3 video itself, but basically that's about it. All the know-how on MT4 is the basics, at least is here. Alright, so my name is Rain, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm the founder of Forex 100 Academy Private Limited. Follow our page at www.facebook.com/forex100.org. Thank you. Have a great trading year ahead.